Alright, there. A response to Crazy Dudeful for his Who Created God response he did to someone else. Alright, this has got to be one of the most overused, most redundantly ridiculous argument I have ever seen when it comes to the thing for God. You're not the first one to use this. You're not going to be the last one to use this. And it doesn't matter who makes this claim, it's just as ridiculous, no matter who it comes from. God created everything, therefore he doesn't need a creator. You know how ridiculous you sound when you say that? This house that I'm living, no, my computer, my computer. Um, the guy who created this, because he creates computers, nothing created him. He just is. Is that not ridiculous? But it seems to make sense when we say it about your God. Anything else we say it about is just complete garbage. I mean, to say that the universe wasn't created, there was no Big Bang, it's always been here. You know, it, it, you have a major problem with that one, but you have no problem with there being a God that created everything. Um, anyway, stepping outside of that just a little bit, when it comes to like complexity that God Himself, who created Himself from nothing, magically, and now there's a God who creates a universe for us, a universe so vast, filled with billions of stars and billions of planets, but yet we can only survive on one out of billions and billions and billions. In fact, everything he made for us so well that even on this one planet we get, what is it? 70% of it is covered with water, and 80% of it is actually uninhabitable, with deserts and your Arctic, your polar ice caps and what have you. And but it's perfectly suited for us. It was made with us in mind. Hello? You got a pet, Mr. Crazy Doof? Have you ever had a pet? Dog, cat, something like that? Fish. Now, let's say you have fish. Well, we're just going to use that analogy. Whether you've had them or not, we're just going to use that as an analogy. Okay. I'm going to have some fish, and I love them so much. Say I've got, I don't know, a few goldfish. We'll name them, let's see here. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Why not? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. All right? I want a nice habitat for them to live in. So here's what I'm going to give them as a habitat, because I love them so much. These little guys are going to be able to have an aquarium, even though they're only little cute little guys, only about 2 inches long. Okay, their aquarium is going to be the size of a football stadium. That's how big their aquarium is. That's all for them. How cool is that? They have an entire football stadium for little 2-inch goldfish. But here's what I'm going to do. I suppose I don't really need that much. So here's what in their football size aquarium, everything outside of a 1 cubic foot of water space is going to be extremely dangerous for them to go into. They can't inhabit it. None of it. None of it at all. There's only one spot, because if they go outside that, the water's toxic. It's got like some kind of it just gets like from we're clear, fresh, and then there's some kind of a shield right there, like an atmosphere in the water, and once they pass that, it's so toxic to them that it just dissolves. It's like acid. But that whole thing, it was created for them. Sounds a little ridiculous, doesn't it? To create the whole thing, that entire football size aquarium is built just for them, but all I'm going to give them that they can actually inhabit is going to be like that much of water. That's it. Anything outside of that will destroy them. So that takes your thing on that and just goes, there's no logic to that whatsoever. And by the way, I wasn't going to tell you guys this, but I think it's important that you all know. This is going to step off the issue just a little bit. This is very serious. This is a very life and death type of a thing. Should have done another video on this, but I didn't. Well, actually, I think I might have mentioned it in a video or two. Alright, so this happened last night. Our planet was under serious threat of an alien annihilation type of an issue where it would have been complete genocide of all living things on this planet. Now, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, whatever, bullcrap, But it was tough. Time stopped for a little bit, and I was able to single-handedly fight off this entire force. They were using a cloaking system so that when they were coming through into our space, they made it about as far as the moon. Our primitive sensing equipment couldn't detect them. They were quite a bit more advanced. So you didn't see, so there's no evidence that I can show you that this huge battle took place. But it happened. I mean, you are here, so I must have won, okay? So, I mean, I can prove that I won this battle and saved all mankind because you're here. And the way I look at it is you all should be bowing down and thanking me like you've never thanked anybody before. You all, every person on this planet right now owes their lives to me. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you gotta start breaking out keys to the city, start sending me major money donations, and I'm talking in big dollar amounts. I mean, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be able to spend it anyway. So, go ahead and PM me with all your bank account information as a thank you, and that'd be wonderful. I mean, you really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. I don't have any proof of this, but you're just gonna have to take it on faith. I mean, again, my evidence that I was able to, fight them off and that there wasn't any kind of a global genocide is because, I mean, you are here. So that's proof I won. That's all the proof you need. Everything else you're going to have to take on faith. So yeah, start sending me your thank yous. Start sending me some cash donations. And you're welcome. Hey, no problem. I live here too, so, it only seemed like the right thing to do. Anyway, I'm kind of beat. I mean, battling Zorgon and his minions really kind of takes its toll on you. So, again, yes, you guys are welcome. You're welcome. Not a problem. And I'll be expecting those donations here pretty soon. So, again, you're going to have to take it on faith. Alright, somehow magic, and I'll save you all later. Alright, bye-bye.